What's up everyone, I am TheGamingRaptor and welcome back to another Elden Ring build video. Today I'm going to be showing you guys the Marais Executioner sword build in Elden Ring. So you guys wanted to see a build on the Marais Executioner sword here, and I decided to just go with the full cosplay here. As you guys see, I really like Elmer the Briar in the game, so I'm definitely going to show you guys my build on what I really went with and how I made this build work honestly when it comes to using the talismans and the wondrous flask physic as well, and I'm going to show you the great rune that I also run for this too. So if you do enjoy today's video, be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Well, let's get straight into it. Alright, so the weapon that I'm taking is the Marais Executioner sword, and I have it at plus 10, fully just maxed out, upgraded, and I can tell you guys right now that this sword is honestly a really good sword, and it's Ash of War too. Its Ash of War is just honestly a one-shot killer if you build it correctly, honestly. Now the attributes required to hold this weapon, you have to have a 24 in strength, dex has to be at 14, and arcane has to be at 23, and the scaling for it is a B in strength, dex is an E, D in arcane, but I know some people build more into arcane with this weapon too, since the arcane scaling in strength are a bit good too, so you can definitely just go a bit into strength and arcane with this weapon. And the Ash of War itself, this is what the Ash of War looks like with the Marais Executioner sword. It just looks really dope. I like I like this Ash of War. It's like one of my favorite Ash of Wars to use, and it's just a one-shot killer. Just building this correctly, honestly. Just really a sick Ash of War from Elmer the Briar, which his lore is like very messed up, but overall just insane of a weapon. Even in PvP, you can definitely use this and get away just one-shotting people. And heck, you can probably get some salty messages. It is crazy. But I know when it comes to using this weapon, it's all about just using the Ash of War, and the FP cost for it is 15, so it's not that bad of an FP cost. So you can really build up your mind a bit, and you can definitely get like probably up to like 35 or 40 mind, and you'll be perfectly fine, honestly. Well, you don't have to go up to like 40 mind. You can definitely go to like 30 if you want to, just to stay there. And I'm also taking the Briar Great Shield. Now there are two things I'm going to say here, okay? There's two things. One, I'm taking the Briar Great Shield just for cosplay. That's really why I'm taking this. I'm just taking it just for cosplay. I mean, sometimes I will pull it out if I want to defend myself. However, the only downside with this is that the guard boost for the Briar Great Shield is not the best. It's really not the best. It's like at 64. There is another great shield, well, not a great shield, there is another shield that goes to like 69 guard boost. I think it's the Wolf Crest shield, I think that's what it's called. It's like it's like a 69 guard boost, which is honestly a really high guard boost. But this shield here, it doesn't have the best guard boost. It is mainly good for like striking in a way, since it does cost like blood loss build up. You can definitely use it as like a striking counter attacking move. I use it to defend myself sometimes, and if I want to, I can definitely just use it as a counter-attacking move, or just use the sword itself as a counter-attacking measure if I ever feel like that. But I'll mainly just use it for cosplay because of Elmer the Briar in the game. And of course, the armor set that I'm running, well, I'm just running really just the entire Briar's armor set. I really like the Briar armor set. It's like really cool, honestly. It looks pretty dope. It just makes your tarnished character look kind of rugged and messed up, but at the same time, it's really cool. It's really good just to use it, in my opinion. I mean, you can take whatever armor set you want to. I just want to take this just for mainly cosplay reasons, okay? I like the Briar armor set. It looks awesome. Just the wire and stuff around the armor just makes it look way cooler than anything else. All right, next we're gonna be going over the talismans, and I will also recommend the talismans if you want to replace them too. For the first talisman that I'm taking for this build to work, I'm taking the Dragon Crest Great Shield talisman to enormously boost physical damage negation, since you will be fighting like bosses that will be very aggressive. Even in the DLC, you'll be fighting bosses in the DLC as well, and the final boss like the Elden Beast too, so yeah. I'm taking the Great Shield, just the Dragon Crest Shield talisman, to really have like a bit of damage negation, so that way I don't have to like take a lot of damage whenever I'm using this weapon, since you will have to like stay in one position and charge up your Ash of War to get the best damage as possible. I'm also taking Shard of Alexander to greatly boost the attack power of skills, so I'm basically boosting the attack power of the Ash of War itself, so that's why I'm taking Shard of Alexander to really help this weapon shine. And I'm also taking Godfrey's Icon to enhance the charge spell, really just the charged skill itself too, the Ash of War charge spells and skills, so I definitely would highly recommend taking Godfrey's Icon. And the next one I'm taking is Rotten Wing Sword Insignia to greatly raise attack power with successive attacks. Since you're basically going to be using the Marais Executioner sword a lot, you definitely will want to take this. I say Rotten Wing Sword Insignia would really work with this weapon, since I used it against like giants and stuff, and it literally one-shot them easily, man. And And I can tell y'all, for looting, New Game Plus 3 is honestly a really good weapon. Like, again, this build is a New Game Plus 3, and I will show you guys a level 200 build that you can have for this weapon to work in level 200. Now, if you don't want to take those types of talismans, here are some that I recommend you can definitely take. The first one here is Carrion Field Greed Crest. This here lowers the FP consumed by skills. Now, this next one, it really depends if you want to take Radahn Sword Insignia or the Wing Sword Insignia, but Wing Sword Insignia is another good one. It raises attack power with successful attacks. I would honestly just say take Rotten Wing Sword Insignia, but if you do want to use the Wing Sword Insignia, you can definitely use that too. Another one that I've honestly have been messing with is the Ritual Sword Talisman. It raises attack power when HP is at maximum. I don't know about this one, to be honest, y'all. I mean, you can definitely take this one too if you want to, but I'm just not sure because, I mean, if you're going to be facing bosses that are very, and I mean very aggressive towards you, you're going to be taking some damage, and once your damage is low, you're not going to be getting this like buff here. So, I mean, Ritual Sword Talisman it's up for grabs, honestly. I mean, you can definitely take it. It's just up for grabs in my opinion. All right, for the Wondrous Physic mix that I have for this build, I am taking the Thorny Crack tier, and I'm also taking the Bloodsucking Crack tier. Now, the Thorny Crack tier, it makes consecutive attacks grow stronger in mixed physic. So it basically grows the attack power that you do with like skills and whatnot. So you're gonna be doing a lot of damage using this weapon. Like, I'm gonna tell y'all, like I was using this now a bit earlier against the giants. Automatically one-shot this one giant with the physic itself. So that's how powerful you can make the Marais Executioner sword with Thorny Crack tier. It's honestly a must have for this specific build here. Another one I was taking was Bloodsucking Crack tier. It enhances attacks at the cost of HP in mixed physic. Now, I was testing with this too, and I can say that it's honestly really good to just take Bloodsucking Crack tier as well, since it's honestly the most broken one in the game, honestly. So yeah, I would say Bloodsucking Crack tier is really good. Now, another one you can also take is Magic Shrouding Crack tier, which temporarily boosts magic attacks in mixed physic, since the Marais Executioner sword is basically part magic as well. So you can definitely take this one to increase the magic damage that you do to your opponent or to any boss, to be honest. I just say the Bloodsucking really would be better. You can take both of them. I would just say both of them would work, honestly. I just like the Bloodsucking a bit better than the Magic Shrouding Crack tier. I just think it's a bit better than the magic one. And as always, I highly recommend taking Radahn's Great Rune to raise the maximum HP and FP and stamina. You can also take Morgoth's Great Rune too to really just greatly raise maximum HP, but I would highly just suggest taking Radahn's Great Rune to just raise that HP, FP, and stamina.
the flame of ambition. Thou art of passing skill. Warrior blood must thy veins tarnished. I shall remember thee tarnished.
Alright guys, so I want to tell you before we go into this, yeah, I was in New Game Plus 4, so yeah, I did start New Game Plus 4 showing that gameplay, but if you guys want a build for level 200, here's what I recommend for a level 200 build. For Vigor, I would always say go to 60 Vigor to really just have your Vigor up at 60, is always recommended to be at 60. For Mind, I would say probably go to like 43 Mind. I would say 43 Mind would be the best bet. 43 Mind would always be really good. For Endurance, I say go for 35 Endurance. 35 Endurance would honestly be really good since you won't be using as much armor. Now if you are going to be using this armor, you can push it up a little bit, but it's up to you. Strength, I would say 60 strength, since this entire build, well, this particular sword in general, it does generate well with strength too. Dexterity, I would have that at 14 because it's required to be at 14 for dexterity. Intelligence, faith, you don't have to worry about. In arcane, I would say go to 50 arcane just to really make this weapon shine, since it scales really good with arcane as well. So yeah, that's gonna do it for today's video, everybody. I do hope you enjoyed today's video on the Marais Executioner sword, and let me know down below in the comments, what do you guys think of my build here, and what do you think I should do to change the build to make it better? Should I change the talisman here, or should I change that crack tier here? Let me know in the comments what you guys think, and give me your thoughts on what you think I should change. But with that being said, guys, I'm TheGamingRaptor. Stay well, Pack. I'll see you guys in the next video. Alright guys, peace out.